Well, well, awake at last. You gave us quite a scare. But you're here and the war's all but over. So who are we to complain? I was hoping you could tell us. Sidon and I were fighting a few remaining stragglers when all of a sudden they started this unholy wailing. I guess you must have killed Gadflow, because the Tuatha started screaming and ran away. There are still a few diehards, but they don't have the fire in them, you know? Wasn't much longer before Aelin showed up carrying you over her shoulder. Told me to watch over you, make sure you were okay. She left some kind of note for you, but I know better than to read a private message from the likes of her. There are still Tuatha who refuse to surrender, but yes, the war is ended. You should have seen the parade in Rathir. As for what's next, well, that's a tough question. See, a lot of the soldiers asked me for readings after the fighting ended, and try as I might, I can't see a fate for any of us. Tyrnok, you don't expect me to think that Gadflow's god was real, do you? No, impossible. Whatever happened down there, though, it changed everything. At least for now.
Good morning, ma'am. Good to see you up and out of your quarters. This here is the lower hall of the Orbicant. The Council has granted this rare honor in light of all you've done for us. They have also allowed me to offer you access to the Reserve Armory, if you would care to have a look. I do hope your stay's been restorative.
Summer will see me soon. Watch your back.
Hello.
Guards! Pickpocket! You there! Halt! Don't let me catch you, mate. Be on your guard. Behave yourself.
thusly did Sir Sagro slay, and thus the thresh was dead. But from the heart of Gorgoath came two beasts in its stead. Woke two beasts from their bed. 2 times times did Sir Sagro struggle. 2 times he swore an oath. I'll leave your wretched corpses here, and he battled them both amidst the undergrowth. And that morning, a figure emerged, alone and single fay. He sauntered past the gathered crowd and turned to them to say, I think I'll rest today.
There you are.
So hard I worked to make this jewel for Dara's crown, that I did not notice when winter took her from the summer wood, never to be Dara anymore. The work of love has made my love futile, and so I leave it to the wild. I commit myself to Ashara. I cannot love again.
The love of 2 hearts beat as the lapping upon the shore, the herald of the royal seat as the storm that shakes the sky, the maiden of the forest spring as the flame attracts the fly, the lion's claw and dove's wing, eventually both will die.
Prince of Spring raised his sword toward the breaking dawn, and he called down the glory of the newborn morning. Issa bequeathed to the land the talisman of fate. With its power, the earth rose to defend the birthplace of light, our cradle of summer. So the great cycle swathed Own of the Thulian dusk in the arcane veil, and Issa planted the gardens after the storm, and nurtured the court of summer by the ruins of fire.
The walls of Glerathwen came crashing to the ocean's turmoil. Our people, despaired and battle-weary, hiding from the ogre's fists, saw Beala Tirin atop the revered spire, dressed in priestly garb and circled by a camp of mages. Wise Tirin called forth the grace of Lyria, her beauteous song, paragon of the ethereal. The people climbed to her side, a summit cloister of spell-woven forces. She smote the Jotun from the hallowed pinnacle, and never again did they return. Rathir, she named the place where sharp rocks break the water's surface. This home for all Dokkelfar, the lunar crag of Lyria, founded in the 14th year after the parting.
We gaze down from our high hill and feel the last warm touch of the sun on our backs. We wonder, is this the end of our endless day? What hope have we in these changing seasons when winter comes and does not abate? We watch, cold and dying, at what may be our final sunset. The Fae dwindle in these forgotten hills. Our magic fades as the mortals toil and mark the land with hoe and plough. The walls were crafted from ancient winds and streams, and time the countless seasons of the great cycle. The mortals do not see the cycle's passage in this tired earth, but the fields grow old, and one day, so will the people. Buds bloomed and the willows wept. Hear us, firstborn, hear us, flesh ones. Own forsakes his throne for a bed of crows. Your people still search for Own's body lost in the marsh. You scour the sand for the talisman of fate, although it is already yours. The gardens of Issa are summer, the Tuatha Deon the entropic legacy. Learn well the ways of both Issa and Own, lest the withering return.
These words are not mine, but ours, and shared to all who would hear, but known to only the true-hearted Alfar. Opposition seeks not the meek, but those who suffer happenstance, and rewards the greater mysteries laid bare beneath her hidden vision. We learn this from Beala Tirin, the wisest, the prophetess of Lyria, the invoker of her magic, and favourite among her children, the mother of the Dokalfar, and the founder of Rathir.
The maid was thwarted once again, this time by Belmaid's might, a house of ballads heroine, who brought to darkness light. She may be queen of Wensel's throne, but learn you well this tale. A woman's strength lies not in men, but where men often fail.
Out, won't you? There's a release for this cage on a wall there. Help a friend out, won't you? There's a release for this cage on a wall there. You there, I am called Ordo. You have my thanks, stranger. I was beginning to worry that no one would ever come, that I would stare at these same walls until I was drawn behind the veil. Because I am an unfortunate creature upon whom luck has never smiled. But I meant to change all of that, to turn failure into fortune. How was I going to do this? Her name is Mora Challen, and she is a fate weaver. I met her while exploring the deep ruins of Wekanai, and we made a deal. I returned to Eventide to retrieve items that might break the curse upon her, and was almost returned to her when the Tuatha waylaid me. Unlucky, see. Mora has promised to change my fate, and to aid me in seeking a new ballad. A telling worth singing for all the coming ages. Perhaps she will help you too. The Fate Weaver Mora Challen resides in the Great Chamber, imprisoned in her home by the Tuatha. I encountered her there when exploring. She has made a bargain with me. If I help her escape, she will help me alter my fate. No longer will misfortune plague me. This pleases me. Reconai is a vast, cavernous ruin, and finding Mora in its depths is a task better fit for two. Let us go. She's imprisoned in the great chamber far below the surface. The Mergan will seek to stop us, but a bit of force will turn them back. I understand. Faster!
And you did find it. And that is your curse? The Arathi are gone. Upon these shattered ribs of early cities, they've left no mark. No name, no prayer, no secret word, no promise of return, no warning cry, no tale of a lonely death. What message might they have left, scratched in this antique stone, soft as a dusty grave? The peace of the Arathi returns the lifeblood of magic. They are the ultimate deceivers, the opposite of that which they appear. I saw their true form revealed there, a horrible, chaotic monstrosity, as foul and terrible as I once thought wondrous. My entire life spent chasing this dream. There was the truth before me. We are alone. There is nothing to save us. No greater things than the things we wreak.
It is as I feared. The door to the great chamber has been locked and warded. Give me a moment and I will see what I can do. Keep a watchful eye for Mergan. It would be a pity for our journey to end here. Right.
Ordo, you have returned, and you have brought a companion. I see many things, but never did I foresee this. Welcome, new friend. It is a pity, for you I mean, that Ordo's hunger for a brighter fate has so clouded his judgment. You are so innocent, sweet Ordo. It pains me to do what must be done, and to have your friend witness it. The Tuatha have trapped me in this ruin, my home, aware of my true power, but ignorant of my wrath. You see, Mora Challen does not forget. I need the strength to break the curse, and will do anything to escape, even if it means draining the life essence from this poor wretch. Regrettable, but it is the only way. Now, I shall take Ordo and consume him as fuel for my revenge. As for you, stand aside or perish. Gusk sealed this ruin with the blood of the dead, and the spirits of the Fae fallen. It is cursed, and I with it. The place I once called home, now my prison. To break the curse, I must draw strength from the life essence of another. Ordo carries the power I crave, but not for much longer. You wish to fight Mora Challen where she is strongest? So be it. The Tuatha cannot yet know my wrath. You will. Goodbye.
Thank you for defeating Mora. I am lucky to be able to walk the lands yet another day longer. You have my blessings. I think I will meditate here a while. I am forever grateful. That was quite an ordeal. I am forever grateful.
And so you are, imprisoned in the magic of these Fae stones, to live eternally in a drifting stream of song and echoed voices. Your body long decayed, your family and friends lost to the passage of time. Adrift in these chaotic swirls of cacophony, you would spend your time yearning to be free, but knowing that with that freedom comes such a pathetic nothingness that even this stone prison is preferable. The gods can keep their false world. I will make her own.